Hey guys, and welcome to a creative WRP design tutorial. And today we are going to be making the viral carousel animation that you have probably been seeing all over your feed lately. So if you want to know how to do it, then let's go. So in Canva, we're going to create new design and we're going to go custom size. The width is going to be 3240 and the height is going to be 1350. Make sure your units is in pixels and create a new design. Your new canvas is then going to be ready. And the first thing we're going to do is go up to files. We're going to go to settings and over to add guides. This is a very important step now, guys. We're going to go custom here and we're going to add 3 columns, change the gap to 0 and change the margin to 0 as well and add guide. This is then going to bring up our 3 sections, which is going to be the 3 slides for our carousel. It's now time to start designing our carousel. So the first thing that I'm going to do is add some text. So I've put some text into my text box here and I'm going to move it over into the first section of the carousel. I'm going to get it sized up and positioned to where I want it. Then just have a play around, add any extra words you need, and we're ready for the next step. It's now time to create the track which our animation is going to go along. So I am going to create a new text box and just put in the repeated letter from the last word. Again, play around with it, add any more letters if you need to, and just get it into the right position. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate that text box and bring it across here because this is going to be the start of our curvy line. So up here in the toolbar, we're going to go to effects and over in the left hand menu down here, we are pressing curve. Now you can see that our text has curved around. Play around with the curve amount until it is just how you want it, and then rotate till it lines up neatly with the line before it. Then we're just going to want to nudge it over a little bit. So here I'm pressing the left arrow on my keyboard to slowly bring the text box over into the right position. It's now time to build the next part of our track. So I am going to duplicate this text box, bring it down here. I'm going to go back up to effects, then to curve once again, and I'm going to change the curve amount to the other side so that our text box curves up the other way. Then I'm going to reposition the text box again to join up with the rest of the line. I'm going to edit any more if I need to, change any of the curve amount, and just reposition the text box into the place where I am happy with it. We are now going to finish off our track by duplicating this text box one more time and again repeating the same process of editing it. So we're going to change the curve amount if that's needed and also reposition it. I think that my design here needs to be moved over a little bit. So what I'm going to do is select all of my text boxes by holding shift on my keyboard, then selecting each text box and just pressing the left arrow button, and you can see that everything is just shifting over on the design. Then I have more space to play around with at the end of my carousel. So now I'm back in effects and I am now adjusting my curve amount to right round the other way so that this can then be the end of my track. I'm just going to rotate the text box and again play around with it and put it into the position that I want it to be in. I'm actually going to delete a few of the characters in this text box because I feel it's a little bit long for the end carousel and I'd like a bit more space for my last word of the sentence. So again, just adjusting the position of it. It's now time for the final word of our sentence. So I'm going to duplicate this text box, change the text in the box, and then just readjust the size and the position till I am happy with where it looks. So that is most of the fiddly parts of this design done. Now we get to play around with the colours and the design of it. So first of all, I am changing the background to a colour that I like, and I am also going to edit the text colours. So I think that because the main theme of my carousel is coffee, I'm going to find a nice brown shade for the text. I'm going to use my little keyboard trick again where I hold shift and then select all the text boxes. So this means that I am able to change the color of them all at the same time and don't have to do them individually. So now all of those ones are brown, and I think what I'm going to do is make my last word a slightly different color just to make it stand out from the rest a little bit more. So now that is all the colours changed, I'm going to just zoom out a little bit and see if I'm happy with how my design looks, which I am. It is now time to move on to the animation part of our carousel. So I am going to go into elements, I'm going to search for a coffee bean and select the element that I like. This is going to be the moving part of my carousel. I'm going to start by positioning it in front of everything else on the design. I'm going to resize it to an appropriate size and drag it here to the front of my carousel. I'm then going to go into Animate and Create Animation. Going back over to my element, I am then going to drag it with my mouse along the track that I would like it to go. Once you've done that, you can then alter the movement style, you can change the speed of how you would like the animation to go. As you can see here, I'm just playing around with the speed, but that is obviously way too fast, so I'm going to drag that right back down. I'm also going to change the style to steady. Once you've played around with all the settings, just sit back and watch the animation for a minute and see if you are happy with it. And if you are, you can then press done, and that has created your animation for you. Next up, it's just to spend some time designing the rest of your carousel, add in any other elements you would like. So for me, I'm going to put a coffee cup in the end here, and then it's going to look like the coffee beans drop into the coffee mug at the end of the animation. I'm just going to spend some time readjusting the size and position to where I want it. And I think what I'm going to do for this one here is just add a shadow underneath the coffee mug just to give it a bit more depth into the design. Then what I'm going to do is just add some more elements to blend into the background of the design, just make it a bit more visually interesting. So I think maybe I will put a coffee mug over here, change the color to brown to fit in with the color scheme of the carousel, change the transparency right down so that again it just blends into the background of the design. I'm going to add a coffee stain over here. And I like to put things on the guidelines of the carousel. This means that as people are swiping across the carousel once it has been posted online, the design carries right the way through and it just makes it again a bit more visually interesting. I'm going to put some more coffee beans, I think. Probably, let's put them at the end here. I think that is going to be a bit better. I'm just going to rotate that and again change the transparency right the way down. And then I think we'll just do one more element. Change the transparency down, and I think I'm going to put that on the first page of my carousel. I'm then going to just zoom out on the design and have one final look and see if I'm happy with it, which I think I am now. Okay, so the next step is very important as it is going to help us determine where the carousel needs to be split so that it gives that seamless effect when posted. I'm going to press L on the keyboard and I'm going to put a line on the page. I'm going to rotate it to 90 degrees and then I'm going to move it on top of our guideline that we created earlier. I'm just going to extend it so that it goes all the way down. And then I'm going to duplicate that and drag it over to the second guideline on our page. That is then the final step of your design. So we go up to share and download. Make sure that the file type is MP4 video and you're ready to go. Once it's then been downloaded onto your device, you can then crop the video up to the lines that we put on the page, and then you will have your animated carousel all ready to go. Thank you so much for joining me on this design journey today. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you want to see more Canva tutorials just like this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!